What's up, weirdos? What's going on? Let's go. Zebek once again. Breaking necks and cashing checks, baby. That's what we do. That's what we do. Put in another new all-time high today, baby. We got up, not much, but we got up to about 20709. Very, very juicy, guys. Every day we're shuffling. Trying to find something that rhymes with that goes with pumping, but yeah, I know. Dad jokes. All right, guys. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? New all-time high. Can we continue to the upside while we're streaming? We're going to find out, guys. We are going to find out. 34.8% up on the day. Looking good. Looking fantastic. All right, so we got some super chats to get into. Isaac, my dude, first Pokemon of the day. What's up, buddy? Thank you for everything. How is a penny looking for Zebek? And you're, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. Listen, I know there's a lot of argument about, it's due for a pullback, and I've argued that myself. I do believe it's due for a pullback, a big one as well, right? I do believe that. That being said, let's go again and look at the XCN chart, right? Let's have a looky-loo here. Let's break this down. Let me just clean this up a little bit. All right, so we're going to go down and we're going to go back in history to XCN, okay? You guys will remember here, right? What did we see? You guys remember down here in this area? Remember how grueling this was? Then we ran up to here. We were all excited, and then we pulled back down this ugly little structure here. It was pretty fugly, right? It was pretty fugly, and then we created this bull pennant right here, right? Y'all remember? And then we broke to the upside, right? Well, let's have a look. Where were we? Let's track this. Where were we on the RSI at the time? Pull up the RSI a little bit. All right, so look at the RSI at this point. Shot way up, right? Obviously shot up to 95 on that run that we had. So how high did we go when that happened? Well, let's have a look. Look at that run. Look at this run that we had, right? Then what did we do? What did we do right here? Y'all remember what we did right here after climbing up. That's right. We built another level of consolidation, right? We were in this for 6 days in this bull pennant. And then what did the RSI do? RSI was still overbought. Hardcore. Look how overbought it still was. We were up at down here. We were still in this range and massively overbought around 89.90 on the RSI, right? Still very overbought. And then what did we do? Boom. So even though we were in the overbought around 83, 82, 83, we still snapped all the way up here, right? We still did that all the way up. And where did we go? Over the course of how many days did that take? 1, 2, 3, 4 days to top out, right? And we topped out at about 3.5 cents, okay? And then the RSI plummeted with the price, right? But look at, even though we were already overbought around 83 on the RSI, we still had a massive move to the upside, right? Before inevitably dropping and plummeting all the way down, right? And why did we do that? Look where we consolidate. Look where we got caught right here, where we built for a week. We built some support, and look where we fell down to. Right in the close to the same range, right? So in saying that, now let's go back and look at Zebek. Does it have the potential? Well, let's zoom and have a look, right? What did we do here? Let's pull up the RSI a little bit, right? What did we do? We had this pump up right here from the bottom up into the overbought around 78, collapsed back down here, as we saw, got back into the neutral, and then we ran up to the overbought, right? So we had another bit of a bull pennant here, right? Another bit of a bull pennant here. It's kind of sloppy. I'm just proving a point. And then we broke to the upside, right? Look at the RSI. Damn it. So have a look at the RSI now, right? Massively overbought. So right now we're at 81 on the RSI. I just showed you that XCN went on that massive rally to the upside, another like 200%, right? With the RSI at 83 in the very, very overbought, right? So can ZBEC keep going right now based on that? The answer is obviously yes, it can. You know, it is possible to, yes. I just showed you that it happened with XCN. So we're in the overbought. Can we overextend in the RSI, get back up to around 90, even 95 on the RSI? Absolutely, right? And that would give us a clear shot, probably pretty close to a penny. So in closing my argument, yeah, we could see a penny happen. It's possible. I know that it's oversold, and it's not anyone who's arguing, myself included. I've made the argument. I talked about it today in the live stream over on the Patreon, right? That we are due for a big correction. But I just showed you that we did this exact thing with XCN, and even though we were overbought, even though, you know, we were moved so much, we still had a massive run to the upside to really extend the overbought, and then we collapsed, right? So can we get up to a penny and then collapse back down? We can get pretty close. We can get pretty close. Does that mean it's for sure going to happen and you should bank on it? Of course not, right? So, but just a little perspective for you guys, right? It can happen. It did happen with Onyx Coin. Ya boy, Bam! What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So that's my kind of rant there for the beginning of the stream. How's everybody doing? Before I get into the chat, guys, as always, where are we here? As always, quick shout out to the channel sponsor. We always got to do that, right? Decent biometric wallet, guys. Get yours today. Not your keys, not your coins. They got a 2-for-1 deal going on the biometric wallets. The card wallets are like $5 or something like that. Check them out today, guys. Not your keys, not your coins. Keep your crypto safe. Keep it to yourself. Off exchanges. Gotta be safe, man. Gotta be safe. All right, let's get into the chat. J Money, what's up, man? Second Pokemon of the day. Bulbasaur in the house. Funny story. I just actually went out today. And me and my son, he's 5. He's really loves Pokemon. So we started today. We bought our first few packs of Pokemon cards, and we're going to collect Pokemon cards together, father and son style. And then he can have them when he's older and decide what he wants to do with them. But yeah, so we started collecting Pokemon cards today. Paul, what's up, buddy? Tim, obey my cat. What's going on, buddy? Quentin, what's up, buddy? Wow, market dumping, but not our gems. Yeah, exactly. We know how to pick them, brother. We know how to pick them. That's absolutely right. Matt, what's up, my dude? Good to see you, brother. Rob, thank you for everything. We love you. I love you too, my friend. I love you too. Williams in the house. What's up, man? Over the top. Exciting things happening to the portfolio today. That's what we love, baby. That's what we love. All right, guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. It doesn't cost you nothing at all, guys. So go ahead and do that. If you appreciate all the work that I put in, it'd be greatly appreciated. I would love you forever. All right, let's get going here. Beast mode. Hey, Rob, how crazy would it be if ZBEC went against the grain until like June 10th? That'd be pretty crazy. But I think a lot of people wanted to just hurry up and peak around a penny so that they could take profits and roll into something else quicker than that, though. Hybrid Dad, what's up, man? To the moon. Penny Packer. Market feels like everyone is selling their bags and FOMOing. Yeah, Zebek's just like absorbing all the liquidity in the market. DeFi, I think Zebek could go back to the 40s. Yes, I do think on a pullback. Yes, on a correction for sure. Logan, dollars don't sleep. Exactly. Follow up on the earlier question, sir. Are you actually from the future? Am I actually from the future? You know what I'm going to do, man? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let my good friend answer that question, okay? I'm going to let my good friend answer that question for you. Am I from the future?
No comment. But yes.
No comment. But yes. Oh, man. Yoshi, what's up, man? Thank you so much. Look at that awesome picture, too. XEN and Zebek to one of the gems. You the man, Rob. Hey. Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the generosity, my friend. I appreciate you. That is a wicked picture of Yoshi, by the way. Where are we here? Beast mode. There we go. Zebek 69 action. Nice. Zebek's gonna buy me a bar. Only if the rest of us can come and party at your bar. How high do you see Zebek going to? I already broke that down. Encourage somebody. What's going on, man? Mary's in the house. Cryptus, let's go. Easy. I need a neck brace. This ride is insane. We making money while the markets are red. Yes, isn't that amazing, right? Isn't it amazing? Markets are bleeding. Everybody's losing money. People are panicking. And the Patreon members are in the green, making dollar bills, y'all. You can't argue with success, guys. You cannot argue with success. Hey, Rob, how's... I know it's a meme, but what do you think of... I think it's been pumping pretty violently for a while now, so let me have a look at what it's doing today. Jerry the Turtle. It's still up. It's up 100, and it's kind of cooling off a little bit. I mean, I would wait a couple more days if you wanted to get in on a project like this. Personally, like I said, I would wait a couple more days, and then I would take a position because it's probably going to come down a little bit further, along with everything else for the most part. I think Bitcoin's going to be dipping down to about between 101 and 103,000. And then, like I told you guys before, I don't think the market's going to turn around until somewhere around the 9th or 10th of the month of June. And then we're going to go parabolic for the last half of June. So I do think that in another 2 days or so, a lot of these altcoins are going to be at very, very good DCA prices. So, Beebs, my dude, what's up, buddy? Gems are pumping, we jumping while the market is dumping. There you go, man. Shane, what's up, man? Bring on the crypto future pump. Didn't XEN pull back that for because of the... No, it did not. No, it did not. That didn't happen until March. The tariffs didn't happen until March. Rob, do you believe XRP holders are selling some to get in Zebek? I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're selling their XRP, but I think that they're definitely allocating a lot of their dry powder over to Zebek to add. I could see that, but I don't think that XRP Army is going to start. I gotta fix my screen here. I don't think XRP Army is going to start dumping XRP, but I could see them using dry powder to collect Zebek. Absolutely. Deep in an underrated narrative in this cycle. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Envy. Zebek defying the laws of crypto, manifesting a pump like XCN. That would be amazing. Hey, we know how to, guys, listen. You know what's awesome to me, honestly? Like picking out these gems for the Patreon community. I go over on X and I see people panicking. I see people upset. Even on YouTube, I see people, unsure about what's going on with the market, and they're scared and they're panic selling. And then I jump over to the Patreon chat, and everybody's euphoric and having fun and laughing because they're all making money because the gems that we pick are pumping like crazy right now, right? Compared to the rest of the market. It's amazing. Afternoon, everyone. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. There she is, Gamma Goddess. Everything's on sale. What are we buying, family? Let's continue to fill our bags, sit on our hands. June rally is right around the corner. We only have 6 months left. Let's get this money, guys. Absolutely, man. Well, ZBIC's doing its own thing right now. Yeah. Overcome. What's up, man? Over the top. What's the drink tonight? It is a sugar-free ultra strawberry monster. You can always play Pokemon Go on the phone and take walks. Yeah, we did that at first with the kids, but it kind of died out. Rob, I found Holmes. He was on Crypto Undead. I told him to stop and say hi. He said he is super stoked for his Panthers on the path to back-to-back Stanley Cups. Nice. Yes, absolutely, man. Can't wait to see him again. It's been gone for a long time. Wonder what's up with that. NJ Bull here. We appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much, man. Ditto. What's up, man? Good to see you. Another Pokemon in the house. When do you think we'll get back to 204? Like I said, we could push our way. It's possible we could push our way up closer to a penny. I just broke down the charts on XCN showing it. It's possible we could see it happen. So who knows, right? Hopefully, the sooner the better, because honestly, I kind of want to buy more now, to be honest with you. I kind of want to ape in a bunch of money now. Acknowledge me. We got Roman Reigns in the house. You got to change your name to Roman Reigns, man. The bloodline. Absolutely. Good to see you again, brother. Good to see you, man. Where you been hiding, my dude? Where have you been hiding? Where are we here? Lost my place. Oh, here we are. Okay. Volks holding profits in USDC on Uphold Safe. I mean, Uphold's a fairly reputable exchange, so maybe, yeah. If you're using it for dry powder to redeploy into something else, then yeah, I would have it readily available, right? I love Rice Krispie treats. There you go. Nice. The only negative about this group is I know some Pokemon care about this group is that I now know. Get used to it, man. Get used to it. We love Pokemon here. Moonwell to $1. Oh, that would be absolutely amazing. I hope so, man. I was browsing on my Phantom wallet and got 1,900 worth of ZBEC, and it has this message. This token it's a scam. Leave it alone. Ignore it. Don't touch it. It's a scam. Martin, what's up, man? What do you think about rolling my small XEM bag 3 G bars into the new Patreon gem? As long as you're not in the red, then you know. Good evening, Rob and Crypto Weirdos. Romeo, what's going on, man? I bought 250 Neo Destiny Umbreon last night. I never heard of that. Never heard of it. 30-year hold or give to my son. There you go. Umbreon. Oh, I was thinking crypto when you said that. Okay, sorry. That was funny. My brain did a kind of had a bit of a brain fart there. If you aren't in the Patreon yet, you should be ASAP. Absolutely, man. Definitely. Guys, the gem that we are accumulating right now over there, it's up a little bit today too. I'm already digging for the next gem, guys. Already digging for the next gem. I will be ready to release the next one very, very soon, guys. So get over to the Patreon. Everybody else has been accused. So listen, guys, if you are still accumulating the current gem that we're accumulating right now, time is ticking, right? So that's what I would say about that. The next one's going to be coming soon. Isaac, when BTC dips, ZBIC rips. Hell yeah. Didn't even know the market was down. That's hilarious. Yeah. All of our gems over on the Patreon are pumping. Everyone's looking at their portfolios. They didn't even realize the market was dumping because everything that we're in is pumping hard. How crazy is that, man? Miria, yeah, Miria's up 8% on the day too, creeping while you're sleeping. Chase, new here. What's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the family, Chase. Good to have you, brother. Nat, new to the Patreon. Welcome to the family, man. Welcome, welcome. We do live streams on the Patreon Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2:30 p.m. Central, and the rest of the week we do them 9:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you're there for those. You really enjoy them. John, ZBEC on SoulScan has gone up from 64,000 holders to 70,000. Just wow, that's insane. The holders are going nuts, guys. Uphold charges 5% fee for buying and selling. That's the only reason. Yeah, that's a lot of the exchanges. They got ridiculous fees. That's true. It's a Pokemon card. Yeah, no, I got it. I was thinking crypto when you said it. Expertise of Rob comes in handy in uncertain markets. He picks bangers, ladies and gentlemen, while everything dumps, our gems pump. I'm glad to be a part of the community he created. Gratitude. Absolutely, Braveheart. Awesome to have you, man. We're there to help. We're here to help people win, man. If you're not over on the Patreon, I'm telling you guys, man, that's what we're doing. We're helping people win over there. If you're sitting there right now watching the market red, you should be in our community making money, right? Not sitting on the sidelines wondering when it's going to turn around. Shane, going to blast up into the top 100. Yes, absolutely it is. It's going to get up to, at this rate, we're going to be at $1 billion market cap faster than, quicker than a wink in a young girl's eye, man. I'm telling you, fast as a hiccup. No shit, I wouldn't believe that the market's down. Gems holding. Yeah. Do you think XEN is ready for a leg? Yes, I do. I think XEN should move sometime soon. So many content creators coming out with $1 to $10 ZBIC. Yeah. It's funny. I looked over on YouTube. I just opened my YouTube in general, and let me open it up here. Let's see. What do we have? Yeah, like ZBEC. Like I'm seeing all of these ZBEC videos popping up now all of a sudden. It's crazy. It is crazy. You couldn't find any before. I'll show you guys. Look at this. Look at this all of a sudden. We've been accumulating ZBEC for like 7 or 8 months now, right? Look at this. Look at all of these. Oh, who's that handsome stud? That must be me. But yeah, look at all the ZBEC content creators all of a sudden coming out of the woodwork, right? But hey, that's a good thing though. That's a good thing, right? Because it pumps our bags, right? So yeah, absolutely awesome. That's what, guys, we get in early on these gems, and I keep saying this, okay? We get in early on this stuff. We're accumulating another gem right now, and I promise you, in a few weeks, what you're seeing right here with ZBEC on YouTube, you're seeing all of these content creators suddenly talking about it. You see none talking about the gem that we're accumulating right now on the Patreon. In a few weeks, I'll show you the list when we release the gem to the YouTube channel after we've accumulated and it's pumped up, right? You're going to see all these same YouTubers are going to be talking about the next gem, right? And you could have been buying it right now instead of waiting until all of them start talking about it, right? Think about that. Big Mike, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, my dude. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. What else do we have? I saw Juicy Jasmine on deck. I seen that comment. Where is it? Keep them coming, brother. Amen, man. Amen, my dude. Amen. Is the gem gonna pump sooner than expected? Yeah, I think so. It's already kind of trying to, right? David, what's up, man? Brother Rob, what's up, man? Thank you. So I don't touch, and yeah, just leave it alone. It's a scam. It's a scam coin. I'm new to the Patreon. I'm already accumulating the new gem. Nice. That's how it's done, brother. Get that gem whilst you can, because soon it's gonna move 3, 4, 5, 600% as well. My little single-digit portfolio is over 20 G's right now. Thank you, Rob. Hey, no problem, man. Big Mike, supporting Big Rob. Absolutely appreciate it, man. You guys, I love you guys so much. You know that? David, listening to Rob is like having VIP access. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's get into some of the news, guys. Why don't we get in? Let's get into some of the news. So let's close this up. All right, so what do we got? We'll get in. We have a clip still from from earlier today that we never got into yet. The market wants to go higher. Carson Group's Ryan Detrick. Markets want to go higher.
And Ryan Dietrich, Chief Market Strategist of Carson Group. A lot of our guests today, Ryan, had to change all the things we were going to talk about and their take on things, given the news about tariffs. But I don't think that would have changed what you were going to say one way or another. And last time you were on, you didn't help us with if it bleeds, it leads. You felt pretty good, I think, and that's been borne out.
Yeah, Joe, good morning. Thanks for having me back. I was on the morning of April 9th. A couple hours later, S&P gains 9% up today. So let's keep it going. And listen, you've had some great guests. You've talked about these things. What have we seen just the last 24 hours, right? Strong earnings and better news on trade. That's what we've been seeing for about 6 or 7 weeks. That's why we're flirting with all-time highs. I was thinking, what can I tell the listeners that might be interesting? Here's something you might like, Joe. It's safe to say after today, we're probably going to be up 5% or more this May, which obviously is over tomorrow. 10 times in history, the month of May for the S&P 500 has gained at least 5%. 1 year later, higher 10 times, up almost 20% on average. There's no better month of the year with future returns in May. We can get into more of the weeds of it, but I thought that was kind of interesting. Usually May's not that strong. So this is another clue, another signal from the market. So we've been saying for a while that, listen, this market wants to go higher. We know the headlines. We know the potential risks. But again, we have to listen to what we're seeing, and we like it so far.
We like it.
I was actually said that to Katie Stockton. In a perfect world, if you could just use technical analysis, if it worked all the time, which it doesn't, obviously nothing does, and you got to use, I think, both technical and fundamentals. But if you could just use technicals and just get rid of all the noise, and whether it's tariffs or the Fed or whatever it is, the market can kind of tell you what it wants to do. And I think that's what you look at.
No, exactly. One thing, I came on your network earlier this year. Now, we did not see a near bear market. I'll be very clear, but we were on record. We'd probably see a 12 to 15% peak to trough correction probably in the first half of this year. If you look back in history, Joe, the first quarter, last 20 years, is the weakest quarter of the year. After a 20% gain, the first quarter is usually pretty weak. Oh, by the way, post-election years, early are very weak, normally bottom in early April, and then are really strong. So these are little clues that after back-to-back 20% years, and I look around and, some of the bears are coming on your network. Everyone's bullish all of a sudden this time 4 months ago. We started getting a little worried. So we shook, obviously did a big shakeout. We had the historic sell-off. One more thing, when I joined April 9th, those 27 days after that, S&P had one of its greatest 27-day rallies ever, up over 20% or almost 20%. The other times, Joe, we saw strength like that off the 74 lows, off the 82 lows, off the 2009 lows, and off the 2020 lows. That's it, okay? So we know those times are major lows. Market did not go on to make new lows, and honestly, continue to work its way higher in those cases. And, every time is different, yes, but with all the negativity out there, one more thing, you mentioned Katie, big fan of Katie. Advanced decline lines are hitting all-time highs. The NYSE advanced decline line is hitting all-time highs like as we speak. To me, that says market breadth is strong. That's normally something you see in a bull market. And the U.S. is just playing catch up, honest to goodness, with the rest of the world, which has been doing really well this year.
So if at the very least, if the Trump tariff did nothing else, it did give the market an excuse at the beginning of the year to correct an overbought back-to-back 20-year advances, and it was kind of, maybe it was cathartic. So even if nothing happens globally in terms of trade, it did give the market a reason for a pause, and it probably was healthy because the Mag 7 was controlling everything, and it just wrung out maybe some of the excess.
I agree. I totally agree. It would have, again, do we go down 20% if we don't get the tariffs? Probably not, but we might have had a double-digit correction for any particular reason, and that's what's happened. One other thing that caught my attention, I know other guests have pointed this out, even in April 9th, when everything was really bad and we're down almost 20%, credit markets were really, really hanging in there. And I've always said the credit markets are the smartest people in the room. The worries were there, but if you follow the credit markets, follow some of the internals, the relative strength, honest to goodness, it said you probably want to be an opportunist here, especially when the market was selling off. And we've seen that. And we're sticking with, we like the U.S. still. We like large caps. We think those cyclical areas, your financials, industrials, if you don't have a recession, which we never were into recession camp, those are areas that second half of this year, Joe, probably still going to do pretty good.
Very good. All right, that's a quick rundown of your thoughts. So Ryan, we'll have you back. I don't know. We're up 200. We need another set. What do we need to match your last time you were on?
We need a miracle, I think. But we'll take another update. Is what we'll take, Joe. Thanks for having me back.
Markets want to pump, guys. Markets want to pump. Maybe the fact that we had that cool off due to the tariffs the first half of the year could be one of the leading factors to a monster run the second half of this year. Rob, quick question. ZBIC at XCN market cap won't be the same price as XCN due to the supply. Am I correct? Yeah, supply. If the tokenomics are different, then and the price is different. Yeah, it's, absolutely. Ramona, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Waiting on ZBIC dip. Yes, I kind of am too. I want to buy another massive chunk of it, but I've been waiting on the dip since like 2033. How many gems like ZBIC you find in a year? Well, I mean, let's hypothetically say 6. Okay. If you have 6 that pump 4, 5, 600% each throughout the year, we have helped I'll put it this way for you, okay? Just today, we had the 33rd member of the Patreon announce that they hit 7 figures. Now, we have thousands of people over on the Patreon, but just this year, we've helped 33 people hit 7-figure portfolios, and so many more have hit 6 figures. Okay, so let me put it that way for you. Rodney, what's up, man? I noticed on CoinMarketCap that there are more than one XCN. Really? I'll have to check that out. Any idea on time frame for ZBEC dip? I already answered that. Rob, how quick can I get a one-on-one after upgrading the Patreon? Usually within the next couple of days. Within the next couple of days, yeah. Probably within 2 days, 3 days max, I throw you in. So, yeah. All right, what else do we have? ZBEC Network continues its rally as trading volume spikes on Uphold. 100 million plus backing and rumors of Ripple XRP collaboration. The market is heating up as ZBEC positions itself as a leader in real-time payments and on-chain financial infrastructure. Investors are watching closely. That is how babies are made, my friends. What else do we have going on? Are you a Velo fan? If you are a fan of Velo, they just got a spot listing on BingX today. So there you go. A little bit of good news there. What else do we have? We got an article to get through. Let's get through some of that. Anybody get in on MXC? I think I've looked at that a couple times over the last 24 hours. Nick, Rob, you are the man. Ready for our call tonight? Yes, we will be doing the coaching, the mentoring coaching call shortly after this stream ends. So, Big Mike supporting the channel once again. Pow, my bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Altcoin season looms as Bitcoin whales ramp up accumulation. Altcoin prices are increasingly decoupling from Bitcoin's movements, signaling a growing divergence. Recent market analysis points to an imminent altcoin season driven by shifting investor behavior and capital rotation. Analysts from Alpharatical and Insights by Zhao Wedson highlight this trend, showing many altcoins moving independently from Bitcoin, like, I don't know, ZBEC, for example. Many altcoins no longer closely track Bitcoin's movements, signaling a phase in which investors are shifting funds from Bitcoin into altcoins. Despite Bitcoin's sustained heights, most altcoins, except a few large cap tokens, have limited room to fall. Analysts note that this stagnation usually precedes rapid capital movement into altcoins. Increasing altcoin activity is set to raise market volatility, offering opportunities amid uncertainty. Recent correlation heat maps, and altcoin season indexes highlight this evolving trend, urging investors to prepare for swift portfolio adjustments. This sentiment data, Alpha Radical and sentiment data reveal a strong surge in Bitcoin accumulation by whale wallets holding 100 to 1,000 Bitcoin. Over the past 6 weeks, these whales added 122,330 Bitcoin, worth more than $13 billion, indicating quiet but steady buying. Additionally, 337 new wallets joined this group, showing expanding confidence among large holders. In contrast, retail investors remain cautious, with Bitcoin's price hovering around 107,000. Heat maps from Alpha Radical show clear buying signals from whales, while funding rates hold at mildly bullish 2058. The Fear and Greed Index at 65 reflects optimism without excessive excitement. Analysts observe that whale-driven accumulation often precedes major market moves, raising questions about retail investors' timing. Bitcoin's price steadily rose from approximately $60,000 in October to above $110,000 by late May. The cryptocurrency experienced multiple consolidation phases between 90,000 and 105,000 before rebounding sharply in recent months. Trading volume indicates a steady market participation with occasional spikes during key price movements. On May 28th, former CFTC chair addressed regulatory gaps in a Bloomberg interview. He stated that Bitcoin and Ether are commodities, placing them outside the SEC's jurisdiction under current laws. The CFTC, responsible for derivatives, lacks authority over cash markets in digital assets without congressional action. He warned that regulatory uncertainty persists, potentially impacting market integrity and investor protection. This evolving landscape in crypto markets underscores the importance of monitoring capital flows and regulatory developments. Always be aware of what's happening in a macroeconomic world, my friends. Do you think ZBIT can break 207? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Respect. Right back at you, brother. Right back at you. Matt, supporting Crypto Blueprint again. My dude, my brother, thank you so much, my friend. It really does mean everything. NJ Bull here. Summer weekend upcoming. Low volume. Yes, we may have low volume this weekend, guys. Maybe an opportunity to DCA with, I don't know, some of your profits. Live in riches. I'm holding my ZBIC for a while. I sold half way too soon. It's in price discovery and a lot of good news and potential. Rodney, it happened to a friend of mine with ZBIC and Phantom Wallet. He didn't understand why he got $33,000 worth of ZBIC. I said it's a scam. Don't open it. Yeah, it is a scam. Exactly. DJAR, thank you so much, man. What's up? I got a small bag of Mamo. I'm debating on getting a small bag of Noise and Santa by Virtuals. What's Noise? N-O-I-C. Noise. Sounds like a meme coin. It's very noise. Let's have a look, see if I can find anything. Noise. Is this what you're talking about? $7.8 million market cap. Wow. It's got decent tokenomics. Yeah, it's a meme coin. It's a meme coin. You got some decent listings. You need a few more. I want to see like a KuCoin listing on here, though. You know, it's got some decent listings. Yeah, looks like it hasn't really taken off yet, so it might be good timing. Mamo. I've looked at Mamo like 5 times in the last week, I think. Yeah, good tokenomics, small market cap. That's right. Yes. I looked at this. Yeah, I talked about this. The problem with this one, like I said before, hard to buy, hard to sell, right? It's not really listed anywhere on centralized exchanges. If it does get listings, it can do very, very well. But right now, it's just, hard to buy, hard to sell, man. Right? It's unfortunate, but Santa. $130% pump right now. Whoa, $3.7 million market cap. Tiny, man. Yeah, it's up like 800% on the month though. It's not a good time to be buying this right now. Not a good time at all. Same thing, hard to buy, hard to sell, right? Almost 100% of the volume is on Uniswap. So ZBEC traded 2073 on Uphold. Nice. Will ZBEC dip? Yes, it should dip. It should dip. Is it weird that I feel weird being late to meetings with a bunch of weirdos? You're the man, Rob. It would be weird if you didn't feel weird. At least not for a few weeks. There you go. Oh, well, there you go, right? Uptrend confirmed. Still ripping. There you go. There you go. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of this, this live stream, guys, I showed you guys the comparison to XCN's chart, right, when it ran earlier this year, and even though the RSI was very, very, very overbought, 83, XCN still went on a massive rip to the upside and went all the way to 3.5 cents. Now, I'm not saying ZBEC's going to 3.5 cents, but is it possible it could break up to a penny from here? Absolutely it is. It's just as possible it could go down though, guys, right? Don't play yourself. What do you think about Fuel Network? Fuel Network. $57 million market cap. Not terrible tokenomics. It's not even a year old. Layer 2. All-time high was 5 months ago, 8 cents. It's 1 cent right now. It's got some listings, but I would like to see more. You've got KuCoin, you've got Weeks, you've got BingX, Bybit, BitGet, Gate.io. I'd like to see like a Crypto.com in there or something, but yeah, it seems like a decent play. It's still very small market cap. This candle closes to volume up. Nice. I like the ZBEC RSI a lot. It doesn't get too hot if you watch. Yeah, I warned Cesar, gonna pull back April lows BTC with not subtle pullback. I learned my lesson not to count on after getting left behind. Yeah, well, there you go, right? All right, guys, I have a coaching mentorship call that I got to get into there over on the Patreon tonight, guys. So get over there, get into the mentorship coaching calls. If you need help in this space, if you need guidance, if you need to learn how to structure your portfolio, if you need to find gems, if you need to know how to find gems, guys, like I said, okay, I'm only going to say this so many times. In the next few weeks, you're going to start to see the gem that we're accumulating right now on the Patreon. You're going to see everybody talking about it. The partnerships are just too good to deny. It's a micro cap, D-pin, RWA. We're not talking rug pull meme coins, guys. Get over to the Patreon. Get in on this gem before it starts running, just like you're watching ZBEC. If you missed ZBEC, don't miss the next one, guys. Get over to the Patreon. The link is down below. It's in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. Beebs, no problem, brother. No problem. I learned my lesson after the crypto bull said ZBEC was going to dump. You're the man. Thank you so much. Hey, no problem, man. Yes, it is Velo. Yeah. Oh, the gem? No, the gem's not Velo. That's not a new project. And it's not a microcap project either. But Velo is a good project. Yeah, Velo and Stronghold, both good projects. Both good projects. So yeah, get over to the Patreon, guys. Get in on this gem before it starts to move. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.